Hey guys, Rex here. As you can imagine, the priestesses of Molech's temple are having an epic meltdown. Molech is going to be quite thirsty for the foreseeable future in a lot of states, unfortunately for him. Now, we're going to talk about this decision to overturn Roe versus Wade as it was leaked, okay? It was leaked. Now, why was it leaked? Seems like some mobster business to me. You can sway opinions of beta judges who don't understand their function on the Supreme Court. They think they're there to bring unity, or here to bring unity and make an opinion that includes everybody. You're there to interpret the law. So hopefully this pressure from the release doesn't sway the decision, because there's a couple of them, particularly one I'm thinking of, is like swayed very easily if he gets to get more attention, right? So I don't count my chickens until they hatch, right? But we're going to talk about the ramifications of this deal. Before you can have any meaningful discussion on anything, you have to define your terms, especially in English, right? What is a human? We're going to have a science lesson. I don't know if you guys remember science class before it was retarded. Okay. Science class in the last 10 or 20 years, the kids are coming out of school. Oh, my teacher tells me I should put on a dress. I'm a girl. Really? Oh, by 2001, the earth is going to just be like flooded, like Waterworld, like with Kevin Costner. Oh, wait, by 2007, it'll be flooded. Okay, guys. We're going to talk about actual real science, something that's observable, testable, and has been universally agreed on for eons, okay? We're going to talk about that. Once we define the science, we can closely examine and have a real discussion about some certain things. I'm going to actually hammer and challenge myself being what I would consider to be a libertarian guy in a lot of ways. There are some canned opinions they have as part of their program now, in which, because, people shouldn't probably think for themselves. We must state what we're about, right? If you claim to like liberty and be a libertarian, you have to have this exact view. We're going to discuss a couple of those, right? Because I'm all about the very first one, right? Where you own yourself, personal ownership. I own me. We're going to talk about that, though, because that's a discussion, right? It is. Once you understand what a human is, then we got to watch out for everybody's liberty. Even people that can't talk and defend themselves, right? We're also going to talk about, after we get done with some of the libertarian values and things like that, we're going to talk about the First Amendment, okay? Unfortunately, on YouTube, in their little house they have here, I already recorded the video. The hardcore one. This is what I'm trying to echo as much as possible as I can here on YouTube, because these are such important issues. I have to put it out in YouTube for the public. But I watched the last one and I was like, I'll just redact some of the stuff that would get the whole channel kicked off the air. It's going to be impossible. Like, I can't. It would be like an 8-hour editing project, and it just wouldn't happen. So this one is a completely different tone, specifically engineered for YouTube audience, and where you're not allowed to say anything because you're sitting on the living room of Google, right? And Google has its own ideas of the way stuff works. They have their own narrative. I don't know if you ever noticed that before. But we're going to talk about freedom of speech, and then I will tell you my opinion. I'll give you a little hint here. Here's my opinion. Rex, what do you think of Roe versus Wade? Well, first off, that's not really that big of a deal from my perspective, because it doesn't make anything really illegal. It doesn't make the murder of infants illegal. It just says that if you want to do that, then you have to vote it in your state. So Molech will still have plenty of blood to drink, I'm sure. Okay, but at least states can say, hey, keep that shit in your state, right? Oh, there we go. I'm approaching the boundary. I'm approaching the YouTube boundary. Insensitive, Rex. We're going to demonetize all the adjacent videos. We can't handle the truth. We don't want to talk about this. We're going to put on a... All right. Rex, why are you... Well, I don't know why you just don't say it. You should just tell us. Oh, ye of little experience on these things. Yeah. So my opinion, here's my opinion, and for a lot of you, you probably picked it up over the years where I sit. I'm a pro-life guy. I like kids. When I see, when I go to the restaurant with my wife and we take our little guy with, right? I like him. All I want to do is pass everything on possibly that I could give to him to grow up and be happy and have his own family. When I see other people come in with their brand new little baby and a little baby carrier and it's all like little and, the last thing that enters my mind is to destroy it. It's not in my operating system, man. If it is part of your operating system, I'd like to examine why. I don't think a lot of people think for themselves. I think they grab shit that they're told to think from education, from the complex media, the media complex, and from social norms. They grab that and they just adopt it without even considering what it is. You'd be amazed how many people will pick a side on an issue, whether it be war or love, or whether it be, obeying the commandments or not, or, destroying lives or not. People like here, so I'm a firearms guy, right? Do the training. There's this rule, man. It says do not put your finger on the trigger and start shooting until your sights are on the target after you've properly identified the target, right? That's part of the deal. But yet so many of us will just start firing away with our opinions and start doing stuff and start defending stuff without even verifying what it is we're looking at. Zero research, zero clue, all emotion, all motivation. I'm taking a stand on this issue. Mark Twain is like a prophet on this stuff, man. No one ever bet any money on a betting on the American people's intelligence. Nobody's ever won money on that. Collectively, we are incredibly dumb. And individually, usually. So we're going to talk about these things. But I'm here to tell you, don't fail to realize too, and this is something I didn't put on the other video. The other video is, I don't know how long was it, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, half an hour of I was even scared to upload it on the platform I did, right? But here's the deal. This country is on a trajectory for a long time. Nothing that's going on has not been planned. Think about the timing. It's almost summer. They're coming out with this now. It leaks. Everyone's primed emotionally. They have a fit. They want to sink the ship. They want to sink the ship while we're doing our sacrifices to Molech at the same time, right? Also, look at, and this might seem frivolous, look at the timing and the narrative. Let's see, if I was going to divide the United States, I'd divide it on race. It's this color versus this color. I divide it on creed. It's this religion versus that religion. I divide it on nationality or background or race or all the stuff, right? I divide man and woman. Man and, they've already got the husbands and wives separated. They're already separating the kids from the parents, and they're cleaving to the state now. The state raises the kids, right? But now they just got to get like man and woman. That's 50-50%, almost 51-49%, right? If you can get those two to destroy each other, mutually destroy each other, you get a pretty even burn now, don't you? You can burn down the whole thing pretty quick. You can tear apart the very fabric of society. Even more than they have done. Destroying the nuclear family is like, nobody even knows what that means. You're bad if you support the nuclear family. You're bad if you like kids now, right? And not in the same way the grade schools do. If you pick up when I'm laying down. Oh, I ranted on that part on the other video. Sorry. I'll leave a link below where the stuff is. I hate to be like that, but that's the way it is. But here's the deal, like, look at the Johnny Depp, what's that other chick's name, trial, right? What if, and this is just a thought, what if all these things are timed out and coinciding for a reason? Because the narrative now is going to be, the man is taking the woman like a caveman into the cave with a big club over his shoulder. Ooga booga booga. Grabs the one. No, poor me. Like, it's terrible, people. It's like the Dark Ages around here. I saw that freaking Young Turks guy up there crying because to it now, and like it's the Middle Ages, people. Talk about waking up on a freaking cuckoo clock. Hey, your mommy didn't have you smashed up with the pliers and thrown in the trash. Oh, I'm getting close to the edge now. See, I did this way too much on the other one. Couldn't put it here, so I have to redo it here. Have to edit myself here, right? How come you get to prance around? Did you know that every single person arguing for this deal has not been successfully taken out by their parents? Did you know that your mommy loved you enough to keep you alive? So that you can go and try to burn down your own damn legacy of being like a successful human on the face of the earth? Define biological fitness, by the way. What do you mean by being fit, Rex? Well, I don't know. Read a freaking biology textbook. You're shooting yourselves in the feet. You are destroying yourselves and your own progeny. Hello. And you've been trained to get off on that deal. Check out the other video. I'll put the link below. That one, I think I'm putting on some of this kind of stuff. I end up putting on the VSL, which is a more filtered audience over there on Patreon. I'm not sure where this one's going to go yet. We'll see. But, man, what if they coincide the SCOTUS deal with the Johnny Depp trial, and all of a sudden, like, he wins and she's like, you know, he abused her or whatever, right? So, like, this is, you got to remember, these are actors in Hollywood, in Babylon 2.0, and they have pretty sophisticated operations sometimes. Yeah, maybe is that a conspiracy theory? Yes, that is a theory. I don't have any evidence to support that. It's a theory. But do people have conspired before? So if you dig that kind of talk too, I'm talking about that all the time. We have Brewski Hour in the garage, and I'll let you have it over there on the other channel. But as for here on YouTube, I got to tell you guys, be careful. Watch out what's happening. And it looks like the media is trying to prime this deal up to be like a complete, absolute summer rage. Okay? Gonna burn down the cities in the name of being able to still cut out children's hearts on the top of the pyramid, people. Oh, there we go again. All comedy. Oh, funny joke. This video is listed as comedy on YouTube because we're just, you know, funny as hell around here. I can't do this on here anymore, guys. Sorry. If you want to see what I actually have to say without stopping, check out the other video. But I wanted to get some word out here. Be careful. Don't pull any punches. This whole, where are we commanded to be nice about this kind of stuff? Were we commanded to just be nice to people to do this kind of stuff? Oh, no. Au contraire. Something different, maybe. Were we commanded not to use naughty words? Because I use a lot of naughty words on the other one. I don't remember anywhere in here where it says, thou shalt not use a naughty word or I'll be so angry. It does say, though, hey, you got to, like, take care of your family, or you're worse than an infidel. That would include mommy and daddy. Our measuring stick is way out of whack. We have made evil good and good evil. Upside down, inverted, 100%. And here we are. I'm the bad guy for being mad at the people who are on top of the thing cutting out hearts. I'm bad? Well, you know, your tone of voice there. I don't appreciate your tone of voice. Just cutting hearts out, you know, like, what the hell, man? Looney Tunes land. And it's not a surprise either. We know this has to come to pass. This whole system has to demonstrate its fruit. Because if it doesn't, then we'll just still complain into infinity. And if we want to get past ourselves, we have to realize how destitute we are, collectively as humans, without his help. So, brace yourselves. You know it's coming. Keep prepared. Keep up your spiritual momentum. And hopefully we'll catch you on the other side if we have the tenacity and the follow-through, right? Just like in shooting, follow-through, right? To hit the target and pass the test, which requires, it's a thing. That's why we're here, you know. Stand up for what's right and don't apologize to nobody. All right, Rex out.